It's 1930-something. Iwao Matsushita, his wife Hanae, and their friends are hiking on Mount Rainier. As always, they're taking pictures. Matsushita belonged to the Seattle Camera Club, a group that included internationally recognized artists Yukio Morinaga, Kyo Koike, and Asakichi Kunishige.
There were about 10 members that were successful and that they exhibited their photographs in salons all over the world. And then not only exhibited the photographs, but they won prizes and the works were illustrated nationally and internationally.
90% of the club's members were Japanese, mostly first-generation immigrants. Two of the Caucasian members were women, Ella McBride and Verna Hafer. Close, lifelong bonds were formed during the pursuit of art. Cameras in hand, they captured the images of the people, the cities, and the landscapes of the Pacific Northwest. Seen today, those photographs are both historically fascinating and artistically compelling. David Martin, a Seattle art historian, recognized the importance of the work when he first saw it 20 years ago.
I had been interested in art and especially art photography for a long, long time. And when I saw the quality of the work and thought, my God, this is just as good as anything that the people that were involved with Alfred Stieglitz, the photo secession, it's just as good as any of these people.
Many of the Seattle Camera Club's photos have a soft, misty look. It was a reflection of the era when photographers were exploring the artistic possibilities of film.
They still were using that emotional point of view in the photograph. They were using a lot of the soft-focused or softer papers.
The Seattle Camera Club was active from 1924 until the stock market crash of 1929, although some members continued to exhibit their work throughout the 1930s. And then on December 7, 1941, these artists' lives changed forever.
Iwao Matsushita was arrested a few hours after Pearl Harbor. A few hours, not even days.
Because he worked for a Japanese company, Matsushita was sent to a detention center immediately, while his wife Hanae was ordered to an internment camp. Camera Club member and good friend Dr. Kyo Koike volunteered for early internment to accompany her so that she would not face that ordeal alone. No longer allowed to take photographs, Koike turned in his camera and binoculars to authorities.
This government said you are a traitor if you are Japanese and you have a camera. In the camera clubs in the West, many of these people did either get rid of their photography. There is a person who burned some of his photography, but who was a member of the Seattle Camera Club. There were people who just hid it away, and in fact their descendants didn't even know that they had done this.
The Seattle Camera Club photos might have been lost to history, but they were saved and brought back into public view, thanks to friendship and foresight.
Fortunately, Dr. Koike, Iwao Matsushita, and Frank Kunishige all were able to have friends store their materials. And that was the first really important thing. So when they came out of internment, they were able to, all this material that they had themselves had been saved.
In the decades following the war, club members remained close. Eventually, as his friends died, Iwao Matsushita became the custodian of their collections. And because he worked at the University of Washington, he met a UW Libraries archivist who understood the value of photographs.
Robert Monroe was looking to collect regional photography. He also got to know Iwao Matsushita and found out about the work of Koike and Kunishige.
Today, the collected works of Kunishige, Koike, and Matsushita are part of the UW Library's special collections.
It's part of my job to look at these gorgeous photographs. This is what I do.
Nicolette Bromberg is dedicated to preserving these visual records of our past and making them available to the public. She recently co-authored Shadows of a Fleeting World with David Martin. Together, they brought the Seattle Camera Club back to life.
The work is very beautiful, it's very innovative, and I think if people are interested in studying that, that's a big benefit.
There's a critical need to preserve images from our past. The hope is that greater awareness of what could be lost will help ensure that these treasures continue to be saved. The library's collections from the Seattle Camera Club includes their newsletter, Christmas cards and other correspondence, albums of exhibitions and awards. And at its center are the photographs, lovely images, memories of lives well lived.
Just the joy of looking at these gorgeous photographs, and then the joy of thinking about the intellectual idea that the person is trying to bring to you, that's really great.